Alright, let's dive into this. No fluff. No wasted time. You're here because you want to change things at the deepest, most profound level. You want to master your reality, right? You want to own your emotions instead of letting them own you. And here's the kicker. Every emotion is a signal. Everyone. Not just some of them, all of them. Jealousy. That's not a demon trying to tear you apart. That's a signal. A little messenger saying, hey, you want more? You want more of something? Maybe it's success, maybe it's love, maybe it's happiness, whatever it is. You're filling a gap. And that gap is an invitation. An invitation to expand, to reach higher, to move toward what you want. Jealousy. It's showing you something that matters. It's showing you where you need to grow. Where you want to have more in your life. Do you see it? Can you feel it? You already know what this feels like. Have you ever seen someone with something that you want? Something you desire? That little spark, that pang. That's your desire knocking. Stop fighting it. It's your path calling you to rise. Now let's talk about anger. You know it. You feel it when someone crosses your lines. When they push you too far. When they violate something that you hold sacred. You feel your blood boil. Your heart races. And your mind starts firing off warnings like crazy. Here's the trick. Don't shut it down. Don't suppress it. Translate it. Anger is a boundary that's been crossed. It's a sign that something you care about is being threatened. But here's the power move. Turn that anger into fuel. Turn it into a message to yourself. What exactly was violated? Where did you need to assert yourself more clearly? What's the lesson? What would it take to make that boundary unshakable, invisible? Anger is energy. Energy that, if you use it right, can push you forward, give you the courage to protect your space, your values, your dreams. You want this, you need this, so learn to translate it. Next up, fear. Everyone's scared of something, right? But here's the secret. Fear is a sign of expansion. Think about that. Seriously, expansion. Fear isn't something to run from. It's a compass pointing you towards something bigger, something better. When you're scared, it means you're growing, period. Maybe you're scared of putting yourself out there, scared of rejection, scared of failing. But every time you step into that fear, you're stretching your comfort zone. You know what happens when you push those limits? You grow, you become more. Fear is a necessary part of becoming who you're meant to be. But here's the game changer. When you don't run from your emotions, when you translate them, when you turn them into signals of what you need to do to level up, you master reality, yeah. Because reality isn't fixed, it's malleable. It bends to your beliefs, your actions, your interpretations. It's built from the way you look at it. Now let's break it down. I know you've heard this 100 times. Every emotion is a signal, a gift. But do you really get it? Do you feel that in your bones? Because when you start to use your emotions as signals, when you start running from them and start interpreting them, everything changes. Think about it. How much energy are you wasting by ignoring or suppressing your emotions? Think about how much time you spent in confusion, in doubt, in frustration. Because you didn't know what your emotions were trying to tell you. You can change that. And the moment you do, you're no longer at the mercy of your emotions. You own them. You know, we're always taught to avoid pain and seek pleasure, yeah. That's not wrong. But when you stop seeing emotions as good or bad, and instead see them as feedback, you can start moving through life like a powerhouse. You'll stop getting caught in the endless cycle of avoiding discomfort and start using it. You'll use that uncomfortable feeling to fuel your growth, because growth always happens outside the comfort zone. Look at it this way. Every time you feel that knot in your stomach or that tightness in your chest, that's an opportunity. An opportunity to ask yourself, what's the message here? What's the signal? Maybe you don't know it yet, but I'm sure as hell can help you see it. Every single time you ask yourself the question, you're taking control. You're stepping into your own power. You're mastering your reality, one emotion at a time. And you're already doing it right now. You're already processing emotions. Just maybe not in the most empowering way. Maybe you shut them down, avoid them, or let them take control, because guess what? You can start doing it differently right now. You can translate them. You can use them to expand your life. Here's how I want you to see it. You're the creator of your reality. Reality is not some static, unchangeable thing that just happens to you. It's what you interpret it to be. It's what you believe it is. And that means you can choose your beliefs. You can choose to believe that life is happening for you, not to you. You can choose to believe that your emotions are signals, not burdens. You can choose to see every challenge as a chance to level up. So what do you do now? Well, first, stop judging your emotions. Stop labeling them as good or bad. They're just messages. That's it. And the more you understand that, the more you'll start to see them as opportunities, not problems. Do you want more confidence? It starts with recognizing your emotions as signals of where you need to show up stronger. You want to be more magnetic. It's about understanding the people are responding to your energy, not your words. They're responding to how you feel, how you believe, how you show up. And let's get real. When you start interpreting your emotions, instead of running from them, you'll begin to see things differently. You'll see fear as the exciting unknown, anger as a call to protect what matters, jealousy as a beacon showing you what's possible, and sadness as a moment to reflect and realign. What would it feel like if you're constantly in touch with yourself, constantly interpreting your emotions, constantly seeing the messages? How would that change your life? What would happen if you were able to flip the switch from fear to excitement, from frustration to determination, from jealousy to inspiration? You already know how this works. The moment you recognize emotions for what they are, a gift, a signal, a roadmap to something more, you start mastering yourself. And when you master yourself, you start mastering reality. That's how you take control. This is how you step into your power. This is how you break free from the chains of reactive living and start creating a life where you call the shots. And the more you practice this, the more you see it, the more you become it, the easier it gets. It's time to stop running. Start translating. Every emotion is a gift. Every signal is a chance to level up. And when you do, you master your world. And that's just the beginning.